Okay. Let me test microphone testing 1 2 3 and then I'm gonna go check on YouTube to make sure it doesn't sound bad. If it does, oopsies. Okay, no, it sounds good. It sounds good. Man, my throat. You can probably still hear it in my voice. All the snot clogged up. Yeah, that was disgusting. So, anyways, welcome to. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's no reason why I shouldn't do an early morning live stream, considering I can't really do much of anything else. So that's a sad way of looking at it, but anyways, I mean, it does give me lots of time to prepare for things because I have I was able to edit video. Like my most recent video was on the podcast channel reacting to a man on the internet video, and I was able to edit that video pretty decently considering I didn't really have a lot of energy. So I did a lot better than I was expecting to, and so I guess I can make, well, I think a reaction video is probably the most I can make in this situation, and I guess a little bit of a live stream considering last time I I don't know if you could tell in the video, but very slowly I was losing a lot of energy, and you could probably tell more towards the end because I was laughing for no reason. But anyways, ooh, you heard that voice crack. I'll do my best to be lively because I do have something planned. I do have something planned for this live stream. It's only a small thing, nothing too crazy, but I do have something planned. And I'm gonna really quickly check to make sure everything is running all hunky-dory. That's the wrong button. Here we go. There we are, okay. Yeah, everything looks good. Everything looks good. I guess something that I can sort of talk about was something that I saw on Twitter that YouTube had tweeted. Excuse me, give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. Back, okay. So, something that I saw YouTube post on Twitter was something about, let me see if I can actually find the exact tweet. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, here we go. That's not it. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I didn't realize how much YouTube posts in a single day. Actually, I'm pretty sure because Ryan had yeah, right here. So YouTube had tweeted this, Team YouTube said, to reduce targeted dislike attacks and their impact on creators, especially on smaller creators, you'll no longer see a public dislike, quote, count on YouTube. Starting today, the dislike button is staying. I don't really like that aspect. Even 8-Bit Ryan had posted talking about this, saying, personally, I've always been a fan of having likes, dislike, viewability on my own content to potential viewers, so not too on board about this being forced on everyone. And I agree with that, because the way that I view likes and dislikes and the people who have their own opinions on whoever they watch, it's just, I don't know, good. Like, I always say for people who go into YouTube and are nervous about it, there's always going to be people who's not going to like what you do. There's always going to be people who's going to hate you for certain things, maybe even for no reason, just people who are trolling and just hate for the sake of hating. There's going to be people like that out there. There's never going to be a channel out there with absolutely not one dislike or one negative comment on their stuff. There's always going to be people out there who's going to try to put other people down in some way, shape, or form. But it comes to a point of, what does it say about us as creators if we're focusing our attention on those dislikes? Not to the point of, like, we're focusing our content around that, because that's something that I talked about before in a previous live stream, focusing around the likes and what people are interested in. But what about the people who dislike what they're not interested in? It comes to a point of like, not shallow, what's the word? Pointless? I think pointless is the word that I'm going for, because yeah, like people are gonna dislike, they're gonna say negative things because they're not gonna like this, they're not gonna like that, or maybe they just don't like you as a person in general. Like, okay, but why do you want to strip that away? Like, it's understandable why YouTube would take that length to say people who don't like your videos are gonna, not see likes, whatever. But I don't really, as a viewer, I understand, but as a creator, I like half understand. I'm like, yeah, I get that because I was on that side of the fence before, but also, I feel like it sort of takes away like a big part of number one community of what you build up as a creator and people's opinions, because most of the times people who dislike, they aren't actually people who hate your videos, they're people who, they're fans of your videos, but personally they just really don't like this video that you made, so they dislike it. There's people who still subscribe to you, who still watch your content, but they just don't like this like one particular video or these kinds of videos that you make, so they dislike it. But they don't dislike you, they just dislike this specific video that you made. So it takes away like a lot of community that you build up, and it takes away even for the new viewers, it takes away that aspect of being able to have an opinion on the content that they make, whether or not it's like trolly, I hate this person, or legitimately giving a reason to why like you don't like this. Like maybe it's not the type of content you like, or the way this person talks, or I don't know. So it takes away the ability to give opinions and thoughts and how you feel about this, expressing it through likes, dislikes, comments, and everything. Taking away one of those avenues sort of defeats the whole purpose of being able to have an opinion on this platform, being able to share ideas, being able to share opinions on other creators, how they feel about it, why and why not. To me, I don't like how YouTube is doing that, because I don't really care if people like or don't like my content. I just make videos for the sake of, number one, to make people happy, and number two, because I really like making stuff. I like creating things. So, like, I just do them and really don't give much of a second thought behind the things that I upload. Like, what people are gonna think about the content, how people are gonna find it, who's gonna care, who's not gonna care. I don't care about any of that. I just do it, and that's it. I just move on to working on the next thing. I don't excuse me. I want to really quickly make sure the audio is doing okay before I move on to the next thing. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. That's going to be a lot happening of me spitting out snot. I mean, me doing this early in the morning feels much better than me doing this in the afternoon doing reactions. I don't know why. It just feels different, like more energizing, more better. I don't know. So, anyways, I've never been... Oh, excuse me. I think I'm going to sneeze. I think I'm fine. So, I'm starting to realize that the more my channel's growing, the more I should start taking YouTube a little bit more seriously. Because like I had just described, I usually just upload stuff, don't give a second thought about it, and just move on to the next thing. I mean, I don't know if that's the right mentality to have. I don't know. It's, I guess half of it is having like consistent and good work schedule ethic and everything. But I've never been big in following. I've never taken too seriously in following things that YouTube gives updates on, their announcements and everything. I've never been keeping up to date with that sort of stuff. The things YouTube takes away, puts update. I've never did a good job at following any of that. But the more that I realize it, the more I'm like thinking YouTube. if it does end up being like a legitimate thing that I have, like, if YouTube ends up becoming my job, like my lifelong job here, then I should really start taking more things seriously. And I may end up making a smaller video sort of explaining this better, or I'll cut this down and put this up on my channel, talking about this specific topic. But I should really start taking the things that excuse me. I should really start taking YouTube updates and following everything that's happening related to YouTube, and I think most importantly trying to also on my channel, because there's some things that I haven't been doing that I guess I should have been doing. Like, for example, I saw my analytics, and something that YouTube had actually been recommending me for a while is to sort of bring up to my audience the fact that only, what was it, 2.5% of people who watch my videos uh, are blah 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 blah. Sorry, my mind is going all over the place. 2.5% of people who watch my content, they are subscribed, which means the other 98 point whatever the percentage was are people who are not subscribed and are watching my videos. That is a large percentage, and I was actually looking at channel memberships purely because right before I went live, YouTube had sent me my monthly newsletter, and they were doing things like, hey, you should look at this stuff, hey, you should look at this stuff, and this time I actually listened. So I went on analytics and I looked a little bit at the channel memberships, and I was like, if I do end up doing channel memberships, what could I give to you guys? Because I guess really it depends on what you guys want, because I don't really have many ideas. The only thing that I could really think of is certain videos, because if you do channel memberships, there's an option to where you can make a video members only, which means only people who are part of the monthly. Thank you, man. Thank you, Duck. Thank you. Yes. Sick, yes. I agree with that too, because I am sick. I forgot what I was talking about. Thank you, Duck. Okay, that was really funny though. Let me actually turn the volume down. I think I accidentally blew out the microphone. There we go. So, what was it? What was the thing? I want to sort of continue to what I was talking about, but I don't remember. Oh well. So I guess now I'll move on to talk. Well, I do kind of want to get on this subject, huh? You're welcome for giving me amnesia. Yeah. I mean, that isn't really too hard to give me. I have ADHD, so if we're talking about some subject and you interrupt me and then I try to talk about it, I'll just forget what I was talking about. That isn't really hard to make me do. And since these early morning live streams don't really have a purpose, it's basically just me talking about whatever and hanging out with you, chat. I feel like jumping from topic to topic becomes more sporadic. I rewatched the last of the early morning live stream that I did, the 3-hour one that was like something changes, and man, I didn't realize how easily I was distracted on going from topic to topic, because I went from like Nintendo to Star Wars without a good transition. I went from talking about that to Transform. I went from I was just all over the place, and I never gave like a conclusion to all the things that I talked about. I sort of just took it and then dropped it wherever it had been. I didn't give a conclusion to any of the things that I talked about. So I realized that for these early morning live streams, unless I have one specific thing to talk about, I'm just going to be jumping from topic to topic. Not on purpose, just because, well, I guess that's, the core of these early morning live streams. They don't have a purpose, like I said. It's just me hanging out with you, chat. But I do sort of... You are now distracted from speaking about your distractions. That is a really good point. That is a really good point. You are very, very correct. Oh yeah, I was talking about the channel. That's right, that's right, that's right. So for channel memberships, it would be, what would you guys like to see as privileges? I don't know what I could give you as a privilege. I mean, there are things that I think I could do, set up like badges. So if you don't know how badges, so let me explain the channel membership thing if you've never seen or been a part of a channel membership before. So basically, channel memberships are this monthly fee. I think there's like you can I don't know how many tiers you could have as a channel membership. I think you can have like 3 tiers, and depending on which one you go for, you get certain privileges. So you can have like one that's like $1, one that's, I don't know, $5, one that's $10. The reason why I'm going that specific amount higher is just to give you an example. Not all channels are going to be like that. They're going to be like $1.30, $2.50, $3.50. Like, they're not going to, I know not a lot of creators are going to jump up that exponentially. You weren't talking about the channel. You were talking about how much you're gonna shout my channel out. Well, I don't even know what your channel does, Donk the Duck. Let me... Hold on. I wanna quickly, I mean, that was a good, I mean, I still might do it anyway, Donk, but that was really nice. What did I just do? Totally. I think I accidentally clicked a button. I don't know what I did. Definitely. Good stuff. I'm sorry, look, give me a second. I gotta... my sickness is coming to me. Whew. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. So yeah, if anyone's watching this in the future, you want to go check out Dunk the... I'm sick. I can't see what I'm reading. Donk the Duck. You want to go check out Donk the Duck? You should go check this man out. So, to get more back to what I was saying, for channel memberships, if you've never been a part of, there's tiers, and I think it's like a same thing as on Patreon. I'm not 100% sure, but it's like a monthly thing that you pay for once every month, and so it's like whatever the creator says is the amount, like $2.50 a month, you'll pay $2.50 every one day out of the month and everything. I don't know if that's how it works because I've never done it before, been a part of it, but I do know how it sort of works. So depending on which one you pay for, the creator of the membership, they can put down specific things, badges, whatever. And I think just as a member in general, you get access to member videos, member only YouTube videos that you can set up. So if I do like channel membership stuff, I guess it would be more of what would you guys want to see, because there's only certain things that I could do, like I could figure on my own, like sorry, excuse me. So I could only think of like doing member only videos and doing things like badges or something I can make, and badges work on both, I think, comments as well, not just live streams, but you could also have the badges on comments as well. But the thing is, I can't really do, well, technically I could do channel membership, but YouTube is right now recommending me against it, because again, this ties back with the analytics that I talked about before, because only 2.5 or 9% of people who watch my content are subscribed. The other 90 98 people who watch my 98% of people who watch my content, they're not subscribed, so YouTube is recommending me against putting up a channel membership right now. For that reason, because YouTube is saying it's better to have like 25% of people subscribed, not subscribed, I'm sorry, I'm talking out of my mind now. 25% of people subscribed. What is going on? What my brain? 25%, yeah, 25% of people who watch my content to be subscribed, and right now it's way less than 25%. So I don't think channel memberships are the way to go right now, but in the future, I'm curious to what you guys would want as, like, if channel memberships are a thing that I end up doing, what would you guys like to see as sort of like, what would you guys want out of a channel membership? Like, what things could I give you besides badges and members only videos? What would you guys like being a member of the channel, paying a monthly I keep wanting to say a monthly subscription, but I think that describes something else. Um uh what would you guys like to see as like rewards for being channel members and everything? I would be interested in seeing what you guys would want. And I don't know if I should start doing that or not. Start talking, doing in my videos like only like 2.9% of people are subscribed. The rest of you guys who watch my content aren't subscribed. You should subscribe. I don't know. I've never been that kind of a person in my videos to be the one like, hey, you should like, comment, and subscribe, because like I sort of talked about earlier, I don't really care either way. But if YouTube does end up becoming like my full-time job in the future, I probably should care a lot more about those things, because viewers, watch time, that's sort of how you make your revenue as a YouTuber, and without that stuff, you sort of, you don't get a lot of money, so maybe I should take things more seriously on that aspect. I just don't like, because it sort of conflicts what I wanted from doing YouTube, because I did YouTube because I like creating things and I like making people happy. I don't know. To me, it sort of defeats the purpose of the whole reason why I got into YouTube. Not doing it for money or for fame, just doing it for the sake of having fun with it and being able to create things. Like I said, it kind of defeats the purpose of why I wanted to go into YouTube. But I guess if in the future this does legitimately turn into a job, I should probably take that more seriously, and I don't know, bring up the fact that people, like, only 2.9% of people who watch my content is subscribed. I don't know. This, I'm just running, I can tell I'm running in circles right now talking about this. But anyways, that's really all I wanted to talk about on that subject, to sort of bring that up. The channel memberships, I mean, that's what I really wanted to talk about in that topic. I'm gonna really quick, I agree. Also, sometimes I do it ironically. Like, if I say I agree, I'll probably be like, I also agree that you should like and subscribe. Yeah. Yeah. I got you, Donk. I got you. So, I guess I'll start taking this a little bit more seriously. I'll see, because I'm gonna do, well, I won't spoil it for you for the next video that I'm making. I want to do it when I'm not sick, but there is still a lot of behind the scenes preparation work that has to be done, graphics and whatnot, so I can work on that while I'm getting better and not being sick anymore. So I can work on that stuff. So it is going to take some time to get the video done, because I've never done something like this before, so I have no idea how it's going to work in the long run. But I do want to do sort of how I did my storytelling content for this new content. I want to dip my feet into to see if I like it. I'm going to do maybe 2 videos and see if this kind of content is what I like doing, and how you guys react to this kind of content. Again, I'm not going to spoil what kind of content it is. I'm gonna leave it as a surprise. Hey, maybe if I did channel memberships, maybe I could do like a sneak peek and show members of the channel. Man, that would be funny. That would be funny. But that would sort of be a serious thing, though, I guess. Huh? Also, Nate, you should make something like Augmented reality game with your TV persona, your profile picture, and banner are really good starts. I mean, I sort of already did one. Well, I said I was going to make a continuation from it, which I'm sort of. Well, I guess it is storytelling, so I guess I could go back to that in the future eventually. Um, so basically, let me explain to you how things are going with the channel change in relation to what you just said, Dunk. So, my identity is confused sort of broke off whenever I, revealed my real name. Nate is confused. But Confused as Always is still going to be a character in my cinematic universe. In my channel, Confused as Always is going to be its own separate character, which you're going to, I guess a little bit of spoilers, you are going to see that in this next video that I'm making. That Confused as Always is going to be his own separate character, fictional character in my creative universe. Um, but I want to do a better ARG than what I did before on the channel. Because if you've seen that, well, to be fair, that wasn't like me taking it seriously. It was my very first attempt, but I wasn't taking it fully serious. I sort of made up things on the fly in content and whatnot. But I did that for the reason of I wanted to use it as a blueprint to sort of branch off to a bigger project in the future. But I may hold off on that and do like maybe take a different ARG, a little bit more serious. What? The MCU, the CCU. Okay, okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm usually really drowsy in the morning, and whenever I'm sick, I'm really drowsy, so you're gonna hear me just laugh at a bunch of stuff that probably isn't really funny. Sorry. Okay. So, what was the thing? Oh yeah, yeah. So I do want to make another ARG, but take it a little bit more seriously. And now that I actually, because whenever I recorded the ARG, I did that on my phone. I did use my microphone. I'm talking about visually. I recorded things with my phone, but I want to do better than what I did before. Now that I actually have a good quality camera, I can sort of. Well, having a camera is just one part of it. I could probably do even better with just my phone. It's purely just the writing of my ARG and the characters that I implement, the story that I make with it. It isn't just the equipment. That's also sort of a tip for everyone going into YouTube. It's not always the equipment, it's your ability as a person to do these things. Because a lot of people complain about not having. I saw this mainly Cam Steady, like some rappers talk about this. That you go into YouTube doing like, I don't know, music rap content, and they say, well, I don't have this good enough equipment to actually sound good. A lot of the times you not sounding good has nothing to do with the equipment. It has to do with your abilities being able to make that kind of content. So I don't know, that's just a little tip for all you guys. Sometimes you have to look and improve on your talents and abilities that you want to, like if you want to go into music, improve your singing, improve, if you want to be a lyricist, improve your lyric making. A lot of times it's not the equipment, it's the person. But anyways, facts. Hello. Razed Pand. I don't know if I said your name right, Razed Pand. Also, I'll talk about it later, actually. So, I want to make a better ARG than the one that I had made previously and actually take it seriously and actually focus on doing some better writing for it, a better story with characters and everything. Good enough, yeah. So, the thing is, doing something like that, even just making the ARG, the first ARG that I had made, Hang Out with Confused, even just doing that one not seriously and everything, that still took a lot of time, specifically behind the scenes, to edit and do, not just record. So I'm gonna, I don't know, making something on a more serious and larger scale with making an augmented reality game. it's gonna be way more time consuming than the one that I did before, but I'm willing to do it. I am willing to do it if you guys are willing to wait for a reasonable amount of time for me to get it done. What was it? I just had a migraine reading your name. I think, I don't know, like migraines, that's okay, jumping from topic to topic here. Um, I think maybe I get migraines without me knowing that I have migraines. I don't know. And this is going to be really stupid, but I figured out fully like how you can tell when a migraine hits you from the show Gotham. If you're young, I would not suggest watching the show. It's basically a show that takes place, Batman because it's Gotham. So it's a show that takes place right after Bruce Wayne. His parents were killed in the alleyway and everything, and the story picks up from there. Him as a kid, going through all the things, and it's basically another one of those story iterations of Batman being like, well, this iteration of Batman happened when he was really young, and he met the Joker when he was really young, and he met all these other villains, Scarecrow and everything. Hi, sorry I'm late. It's okay, it's okay. I'm not talking, I'm never talking about anything important in these live streams, so you're not late for anything. So, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, no, I forgot what I was talking about. um, I guess it was something that you just said. I don't know. Let me make sure everything is going. Actually, I could check it. Why am I doing it on here? I could do it on here. There we go. Okay, everything is hunky-dory. Also, something that I realized from looking on, rewatching my other live stream, something that I noticed was actually the delay between what you guys text in chat and what I bring up. Again, this mostly has to do with my double monitors because I don't have my double monitors set up anymore. That, not so friendly man, yeah. Not so family friendly man. Wouldn't that be a thing? Well, I guess technically Batman sort of isn't, in a way, if you think about it. I mean, the Batman movies and everything, the cartoons are more family friendly. I think the movies, and even Gotham, that show and everything, those are not really family friendly. Like, for an ABC show, I think Gotham was aired on ABC. For an ABC show, like, I understand that a lot of shows, because I know Once Upon a Time, which was like sort of a Disney kind of thing, real life thing. Like, that had some violence, it had some, whatever in it. But Gotham, like, despite the fact that Gotham was, based on, like, Batman, the comics and everything, it was a lot more gruesome than I thought it was. Like, it isn't, like, bloody or, well, technically it was bloody, just not bloody to an extreme, like, your face got smashed in or something like that. I don't know. But it was surprisingly, for an ABC show, kind of more on the intenser side than I was expecting it to be. I think, again, here comes probably another unpopular opinion. Batman isn't family friendly. Ever kid ever is typing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right. I wonder what people grew up with certain things in generation. So Batman, have you guys ever seen Batman the animated series? Uh I mean, I feel like that's kind of an iconic cartoon that was made. So I'm curious to know. I'm sure it was kids a lot because well, I keep thinking like it's like way far back, but Batman the animated series was like iconic. It was like a really good show. And it tackled, like, I never gave a second thought whenever I watched it the first time, but rewatching it again recently, Batman the Animated Series tackles a lot more serious stuff than I remember it tackling. Well, serious in the ways of, because kids would not be able to understand what Batman the Animated Series was talking about. Like, there was one episode when they're talking about, what was it? It was about some kingpin crime lord and him going crazy because of drugs and everything. Like, they tackle a lot more serious stuff than I remember them talking about. Like, that's just one episode and they don't talk about it like very seriously, but they clarify it, something that as a child watching the show you would not understand what they were talking about. Like Batman the animated series, like it's family friendly, but they tackle a lot of serious stuff. And it's crazy to think about that. Like Batman, through all iterations from Batman the animated series to the movies to their shows like Gotham and everything, it's it's pretty, it always has that dark aspect with it. As Batman, I guess, probably should, because Batman, I am the night, I am vengeance, I am Batman, or whatever he says. But can I just say something about Gotham, if you guys have watched Gotham? Gotham, like the iterations, I've never had like favorite Batman iterated characters, but ever since watching Gotham, I do have it. The guy who played, what was his name? I don't remember. Cameron someone, the guy who played the Joker in Gotham. I love his iteration of the Joker. He did a really amazing job. And also probably one of my favorite characters, the Penguin. Usually the Penguin is like my least favorite character in for the Batman villains, but the Penguin in Gotham is probably like my favorite character iteration. Maybe it's because well, I guess I don't know. So, spoiler alert, Penguin was always a kingpin character, but in Gotham you sort of see his humble beginnings, him as like a servant to another crime lord. So Penguin goes from being just like a little servant boy to working his way up, and it's crazy the things that he does. And I I don't know, it's just the guy who also played the Penguin in that show did such an amazing job at portraying Penguin, and it's, oh man, I just love it. I just love that guy who played Penguin. He did such an amazing job. I am the night. Imagine Batman actually meaning night, and he just evaporated. Yeah, that's something else. Sorry, I just went silent for a second. Oh yeah, now I remember what I was saying. Now that I'm looking at you guys chat, I realized from watching the last live stream that whenever end of series, yeah, it's funny because you could, yeah, I could imagine that as like an actual thing, because I'm sure like a lot of animators and people made jokes about that, because I remember seeing like one or two. So it was like the hero, he builds up, like you go through a montage, or it's like literally like 20 minutes of this superhero journey of a kid growing up. And well, it had to have been a montage for it to be 20 minutes, otherwise it would be like a whole series. So it's a montage of this person growing up, becoming a hero, just for him to do something stupid and just disappear from existence. It's like, okay, that's the end. Imagine him just having Joker and making the air at night slightly warmer. That's funny. Sorry, I haven't been watching a lot of YouTube for a while. I noticed you are halfway to 2K. Yes, I am halfway to 2,000 subscribers. Okay. And then both sides of his pillow are warm. Batman turns into the villain. That's funny. That's funny. I think another iteration, I don't know how many people liked it or not. I've seen a few streamers play the game. Um, Batman, the Telltale series, I keep pronouncing it wrong. The the Telltale series, Batman game. I actually, whenever I was talking to a friend about Batman Telltale, a friend told me, "Oh, well, Telltale went out of business," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So, I think the Telltale game had, I mean, not the best, because I like analyzing villains more than I do heroes. Because heroes are kind of predictable in a sense. I like analyzing villains. I don't like a lot of the changes that they made. It's Telltale, so if you don't know about the Telltale Batman series, it's not based on like what like other iterations are based off of. It is still based on the comics, but it's what Telltale imagines the Batman story to be. It isn't like a faithful recreation of the Batman story or a slightly different iteration. It's like a complete change from what the people at Telltale imagine the story of Batman to be. And so, some of the characters I didn't really like. The Joker, he was, I mean, I guess he was okay in that game, but I think one of my favorite thing out of the entire game was the final chapter. So at the final chapter, you're split off of, depending on the choice that you made in the last chapter, you will face two different kinds of Jokers. Either Vigilante Joker, which is when Joker joins your side as a because you play as Batman. He joins your side as a vigilante only to sort of betray you in the end, which was sort of giving since he's Joker. And or you can do Villain Joker, which is the basic normal villain Joker that everyone, I think it's more not comic book iteration Joker, or maybe it was, I don't know. But personally, I like both of them because they both paths, because at the end they give a lot of insight to what I feel like they really nailed as the Joker, because Telltale gave the iteration of Batman makes Joker, Joker makes Batman. We are not who we are without the other. And I love that as a hero and villain thing, because that's sort of what I take heroes and villains as, because you can't be a hero without a villain to fight against for other people to see and call you a hero for fighting the big bad guy, and you can't be called a villain without a hero to disagree with and hate and fight against. It's something that I also take as important for the hero and villain aspect, is they sort of don't exist without each other, and I love that aspect. And I think they really hit that well on Telltale. So if you choose Villain Joker at the end, they talk about how Joker says like they're both made from the same cut from the same stitch. And for the Vigilante Joker, I think they go a bit more in depth about personalities. And the Joker sort of talks about how he wanted to be a hero, but he literally just can't because of his personality and how he is and how crazy he is. He just can't, no matter how hard he tries, just can't be a hero. And I love that kind of style, because it's like, it's not just because it's like, oh, it's the Joker, so you know in the end he's always going to be the evil one. It's going deep into his personality, being like the Joker, like, because thinking about it, like in other iterations, Joker could be a hero, but you sort of can't imagine him being a hero because of the things that he does. So I don't know. I really love that aspect. And another one of my favorite things in that final chapter of the Vigilante storyline, whenever you're in the midst of sort of bringing down Vigilante Joker, whenever he was doing crazy stuff at the end. I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I want to check to make sure everything's going okay on YouTube. Also, I had completely forgotten to make the announcement in Discord that I was going live. I am off my game. I told Twitter, I did not. I posted on Twitter, I just forgot. Okay. Okay, just had to quickly check, make sure. Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. Wow, I have not noticed that I've almost been streaming for an hour. That's a lot quicker than I thought it was. So I guess, I don't know how long I want to stream for. I don't know, but I am gonna do this thing. I don't know how this is gonna fare. This is where having double monitors would come in handy. How do I want to do this? So something that I sort of, Sorry, just lost my train of thought. You were too late, man. The train left at 4:30. Yeah, pretty much. Now you know why I call myself Confused, and why I am determined to always keep that in my name, and why Confused, as always, is its own physical character in my cinematic universe. Now you get it, because I'm always confused. So, I don't know how many of you guys are gonna care to do this. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna really quickly switch over to this screen to see if the microphone is working. If it isn't, then you're gonna hear nothing. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. Okay, yeah, it's up, it's up. No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. There we go. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this. Let me move chat for a second. So okay, there we go. I didn't know how chat was gonna fare. So, as you could see, if you couldn't tell, it was a man on the internet video right there. This wasn't for any particular, this literally was not for any particular reason. I just wanted to pull up this video. I've already watched this video, but because I'm sick, I decided, well, what better thing to do whenever I'm sick? I guess just watch a video or something. I don't know. So I thought, I guess I'll share that experience with you guys. I don't know. Like, I'm sick. What else am I gonna do? I can't really do much of anything. So this is the only video that I have prepared for reacting, just so you guys know. Mainly because the last time, if you guys were a part of the last, not the very last live stream, but the live stream that I did talking about Man on the Internet, CG5, Juno Songs, and all those creators. Um, I was doing a bunch of reactions to their stuff. However, a storm had knocked out the power, and I lost the whole stream, and I couldn't continue the stream. So I'm like, well, I want to be careful this time. I don't want. Okay. Anyways. So if you haven't seen this, this is Men on the Internet's Mark versus Marks from it's the remix from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So it's probably gonna look a little choppy on the stream, and I apologize. And I'm a duck because I love dark humor, and my canonical character is a murderer, and his body count. That is a body count, I will say. For a second, I thought I saw that was 69, but no, that's 67. I am really dyslexic right now. Also, to quickly, I keep forgetting to I'm determined to completely tell you guys this. So because I don't have my double monitor set up, I don't have YouTube Studios pulled up in my other monitor, which I usually have. So whenever you guys type something in chat, there's a long delay because I'm looking at the chat replies in OBS as opposed to in YouTube Studios. In YouTube Studios, the chat replies I can see a lot faster than what they come up because it's on the stream because OBS is displaying the screen out of sync, so I can't. So whenever you guys type something in chat, it doesn't appear for like 10 or 20 seconds, and then that's whenever I end up getting to it. So I don't see it until like 10, 15, 20 seconds. So I really considered making it 69K. My humor is broken. I don't know how loud this video is going to be, by the way. I don't even know if you guys will be able to hear it. Because I was messing around with audio because I was like, well, I can't really hear my own audio. Nothing for the past few. Okay, hold on. I want to try. I'm not going to play the video yet. I'm going to quickly play the video just so I can go to YouTube and see if the audio is coming through correctly. So bear with me for a second. So bear with me for a second. Yay, it's working, it's working, it's working. Okay. I'm so happy that I figured this out. So I looked this up because I didn't know what I was doing. So, the reason why, so if you guys haven't seen my podcast channel, this red background is my thematic background for the podcast. So the reason why I'm using, well, number one, the reason why I'm using the reaction background is because, I mean, the podcast background is because, well, this is sort of something that I would do on the podcast, react to a video, but also I'm doing this because it's sort of an excuse to put up a reaction video up on my podcast channel. So say hello to YouTube, I guess, whenever I upload this. Whenever I'm gonna cut this specific whatever. So I'm gonna So if you, I want to, just to make sure before I start, I want to make sure everything is going hunky-dory. I don't know, let me know if the audio needs to be adjusted for the video and I'll adjust it. So let me quickly check to make sure everything's going hunky-dory. Yeah, everything's good, everything's good. So, are you guys ready? So just to clarify again, this is going to be going up, I'm going to clip this, I don't know when I'll get to it, but I'll clip this part of this reaction for this live stream and then upload it as its own individual video, the reaction, up on the podcast channel, just to have some more content on the podcast channel, because I need to start posting more frequently, because I can post a lot sooner on the podcast channel than I can on the main channel, especially since now with this specific new content that I'm working on, it's going to take a lot longer than normal. So I want to try to post more frequently on the podcast channel as I can. So I don't know if I'm going to do this right, so I guess we'll see in the end, won't we? I may mess this up horribly, but we'll see. So, 3, a 2, a 1. Hey guys, you want to say hello to YouTube or something? So for everyone watching via video up on the podcast channel, this was from a live stream, an early morning live stream. Technically, in this very moment, I'm still doing the early morning live stream. I'm just hanging out with chat, and we are going to be checking out a video that I've actually already seen before, which was Versus Marks by Man on the Internet. Link to the original video and channel will be in the description below. And so I've already watched this before. But the reason why I'm reacting to it is because I'm sick, and what better thing to do whenever I'm sick is to watch some of my favorite videos, and this is one of them. So, yeah, let's get into it. So chat, just tell me if I need to adjust the volume, if it's too loud or too low. Here we go. Also, it may be a little bit choppy because I'm streaming from a... Oh, hello, Pedram fella. I don't know if I said your name right. We are going to be getting into a reaction. I don't know how this is gonna work. So for those of you who are going to be watching this in the future on YouTube, for those of you who are going to be watching, I'm sorry, my brain is so blank, I'm way too sick for this. I'm making basically the exact same mistake as I was in my last podcast video. I did the reaction. I was wasting too much energy. Whatever. Let's just get into it. It may be, sorry guys if it's, I would like to apologize in advance if this looks immensely choppy. I'm planning on getting a better PC in the future, so once I get that, streams will look a lot more smoother, so bear with me as this looks very choppy. I'll adjust the volume just a little bit because I can tell it's a little quiet.
Crimes of time growing old in your galaxy style and shine. Rip apart the whole, loading heads will roll, lose all control. I'm in control. Sit through the flowers, by the way the hours. Give me the power or end up dead. You won't believe what goes on in my head. Run around the world in a perfect race. Leave a little mark upon time and space. Everything you've done will be erased. Everyone will watch me. Run around the world in a perfect race. Leave a little mark upon time and space. Everything you've done will be erased. 'Cause this is my fantasy.
Okay, I wanted to say something, but I also wanted it to play out. So I forgot this was supposed to be a reaction for a split second. I need to talk about stuff as well. That's what makes a reaction a reaction. So Alex plays Marks in this, and he does such an amazing job. I already talked about this in the last reaction video that I did to his 02 with lyrics. Alex does such an amazing job betraying these characters. I keep saying betraying with a B. Um, Alex is just such an amazing actor. I know I'm just gonna move on from saying that because I've already talked about this before in the last reaction. But this is one of the reasons why I love Men on the Internet, because it isn't just Alex. It's Juno. It's I said his name wrong last time, and I don't want to say his name again because I'm dyslexic, so I know I'm gonna mess it up. But I know Kyle. So there's a bunch of uh, because it is my fantasy sounds suspiciously like Jevil. Yeah. Yeah, Alex. Also, the ultimate, I forgot what he called it, the ultimate round show or something like that, where he played as Jevil, Dementio, and Mark singing sort of a combination of the three. That was also one of my favorites that he did. Also, really quick, wait, suspicious. Yep, you got that right, Donk the Duck. So, what was the other thing? I need a drink of water because I'm getting lightheaded. There we go. The art is also top notch. Can I just say that? I forgot about talking about the art. Bum 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 bum. There was something that I see. This is where peak live stream brain comes in because I can't remember what I was gonna say. But I want to say something for the reaction, and I might cut all this out. We'll see. I probably won't cut all this out. I will cut me saying that I'm gonna cut all this out. Cut that part out. The perks of being a YouTuber, ladies and gentlemen. So unless you guys are watching this live VOD, bleh. Unless you guys are watching the VOD, you guys will never see all this special stuff. Wait, Nate, you're the camera. What if that was the thing? What if that was the thing? Like, show the footage of red venting. I mean, my background is red. Does that count? What if that was the thing? Like confused. My. I am so sick right now. My persona. My guy right here. For you guys, chat. My guy right here. What if his TV head was actually a camera head and he was recording me the whole time? Wouldn't that be something? We can't we can't vote him out. Oh, Red is not the imposter. Say goodbye, camera boy. Man, I have not heard a lot of Among Us stuff recently, which I'm sort of not surprised and surprised by. This is going a little off topic from the reaction, but I don't mind. This is the early morning live stream after all, so yes, amongst this reaction, this is technically still an early morning live stream thing. So I will naturally not just be reacting, but going off on topics. So say goodbye, camera boy. So for Among Us, I'm surprised of how much I have, and at the same time have not heard about a lot of Among Us stuff. I actually recently found some Friday night funkin' mods about Among Us. One of them I really liked. I mean, one of the songs from the mod that I really liked. And I think, I don't remember if I did bring it up in the community post or not. I do not remember. Bro, that kind of sus that you haven't heard Among Us stuff. Well, I mean, it's in between. That didn't make any sense. Sorry. I mean, like, Yeah, I've heard a lot of Among Us stuff in the sense that, Among Us has, updates. I do follow Among Us on Twitter, so I do kind of keep like up to date with some stuff that Among Us does. But at the same time, when it comes to like I don't see a lot of people on Twitter talking about Among Us, but I see like on Twitch streams, and well, I guess for streaming that would be a whole different can of worms if it's because, that's something that I also hear people talk about from time to time. Like, why do people do, like, with the Squid Game things that's out right now, the Squid Game show? Like, why is everyone doing this Squid Game stuff? Why are they not doing, like, the normal stuff that they've been doing? Like, I'm specifically talking about in the aspect of, like, people who do role plays and stuff like that, where, um, it's like, oh, wait, what? You follow Among Us on Twitter? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I like Among Us enough to where I would follow them on Twitter and keep up to date with their stuff. I mean, I also follow Oculus on Twitter, so I mean, you saw some. So, I forgot what I was talking about. Thank you, Donk the Duck. Okay. I guess we'll continue the video. Also, I'm debating whether or not I do want to put this as its own separate video on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see what the future holds for us, buddy boy. Okay, hold on. I want to talk about that for a second. That line right here. Why should you be the only one to dream? This was brought up in the reaction that I did to 02 because someone had brought it up in the comments. So I was asked, did you watch Versus Marks already? I said, yeah, I've seen it. And then they replied saying, I bring it up because of the line of dreams continue through both. Zero has, I dare not dream, you fly to guard your dreams, and only in dreams do we awake. While Marx has, you're not the only one who dares to dream, and at least I dare to dream. It's weird that literally just this person in the comments bringing it up made me want to do Nightmare, the Kirby villain Nightmare, do some lyrics to that, and do that. So I might, for the sake of, well, it depends on how soon I no longer become sick anymore, that, because I'm feeling inspired to do a little bit of music, so I think in the meantime, to get this next bit of content that I'm working on it, to give it more time to be worked on, I think I might do, how am I not dying? I don't know, man. I need to do this thing, hold on. I'm realizing maybe I shouldn't put this up as a reaction video. I'm thinking I should just put this up as a normal topic video because, I mean, in the end, I'm talking about almost everything except for the video Dies of Cringe. I guess this is for all you people out there who've never been to these early morning live streams before. You get to take a peek at what we do. Sometimes we watch some stuff like this video right here, and sometimes I just go off talking about random stuff. I love early morning live streams, don't you guys? Well, anyways, I don't know. To give it more time for my new content, I might do Nightmare with lyrics, the Kirby villain Nightmare with lyrics. I may or may not have sort of worked on it a little bit. I was inspired to move, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's do this.
Spiraling, ever whirling, a twirl to the hurdy-gurdies, two-knife gone topsy-turvy, balloon now in flotsam festooned. Now this soul's fried, stakes thrown to the tide, wishes denied. Everyone dies. All design now unfolding, beholding a reckoning for crimes of time growing bold in your galaxy starlit
want to talk. This is something that the reason why this is probably my favorite video. I want to submit my classes for next semester today. Oh, okay. I want to talk about this whole segment here because if there's one thing that I think the lyricists and Man on the Internet, that they make some of the most dynamic lyrics because this whole part, so it's like you can wrap your head around the lyrics, but when you really think about it, it's like, wow, these are like more crazier than you think. So a twirl to the whatever. So this isn't the part that I wanted to get to. This is not the dial that I wanted. What am I messing with? I gotta do this. There it is. This is what I wanted to mess with. So it goes loot. I don't think that was it. Well, you get what I mean. It's all over the place. Onward we go. But did I mess up? Okay, forget this. It's much easier doing this because I'm not doing this the way that you think I'm doing this. Whatever. I'm messing up. I accidentally went a little too far back, but that's okay. I saw that. You paused, no more control. That was not on purpose, but you are right. That was a thing I did. This is the reason why this version of Versus Marks is probably my favorite. I want to ignore the lyrics for a little bit and sort of just talk about it. This is probably one of my favorite remixes of Versus Marks because of how it dips and then builds up again here at this part is my favorite. I want to just appreciate this. So it dips out, and then it builds back up. And it's not just the fact that Alex does a good job at portraying Marks. It's his it's how he's building. I'm sorry, what? Marks ending concept invite Marks to the chat. Man, wouldn't that be something? What, you mean like in a live stream, or you just mean like casually, like Concept and Mark's just chilling in a live stream? That's what I thought of whenever you talked about it. Well, it's funny because whenever you said that, I don't know, maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe I'm a Man on the Internet fanboy, or, well, I mean, I guess there's no doubt about that, but but whenever you said invites Marks to chat, I was literally just thinking about, wait, invite Alex? What do you mean? Like, that's literally the first thing that came to my head, so I was like, wait, hold on. But I get you now. So anyways, it isn't just, so for this bit that whenever the audio, like, it dips and then goes back in for these lyrics, so I am deranged, you never have this scheme, it isn't just how Alex is betraying Marks that fits this so well, it's how the lyrics, and most importantly, how Alex is using his voice, how he's using his voice at this part, because how it builds up, he uses his high-pitched voice to keep the craziness that he had in his voice while also making his voice a bit higher pitched. It's a combination of things that he does. He's just an extremely talented dude. I love him. Alex is awesome. I want to appreciate this part again, by the way. So good. It's so good. Yep, that's not the button, that's not the button, this is the button. We're gonna... There we go, we're back to our jazz music. I don't know if I want to do this, but... Oh well. So, hold on. The chat is messed up. I can't... Hold on, I gotta adjust chat. Okay. When someone dies in Paper Mario universe, do they just rip in half or something? Well, whenever you said that, I was imagining a paper shredder. But I guess technically, I guess that wouldn't exist in a universe where paper is the norm. For a second, I thought that that was going to be a continuation of something that we had, the thing that we had just watched. Wait, now they get soggy. You dip. You just dip. It's... Wait, but doesn't water technically exist in Super Paper Mario? I mean, they don't drink it, do they? But I remember, wasn't there water in that game? I'm pretty sure I remember seeing like rivers or something. Or maybe I'm just stupid and that's my sick brain going crazy. If a hole punch exists, why wouldn't a shredder? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Public. That's so dark. That's so dark. In the world of Paper Mario, things like hole punchers are the deadliest weapons of all, and a paper shredder is like a guillotine, is just execution. That is that is messed up. It's funny because I didn't think about it until you had brought it up. Okay, so anyways, if I do end up posting that section as a reaction up on, or some kind of a video up on the podcast channel, I would want to say again, link in the description to the original video, and I guess I'll put the same thing I did last time, Man on the Ernest channel, in the description as well. So anyways, now we are going to be back to, I mean, I guess I could, well, technically no, I could, well, we'll figure it out anyways. Kind of how I'm handling my game. I did not know that I was streaming for an hour and 15. I want to make sure the audio and everything is good to go. Yeah. And now we come to the point of the live stream where it kind of goes to silent because I sort of ran out of things that I wanted to talk about. Let's see what comes to mind, shall we? Oh yeah, I guess I could talk about something in relation to the live stream. So, I understand, like, I do these early morning live streams and everything. It was like 45 minutes when I went to get breakfast. So, something that I understand is YouTube is not a Twitch platform, and doing all these early morning live streams, I don't know, maybe hurting me or hurting the channel in the end, because, you know, the type of content you make, the algorithm, well, you know, whatever, YouTube algorithm and everything. So maybe it's not as beneficial that I constantly do these early morning live streams, but I would much rather, now for gaming live streams and everything, I will do those on Twitch whenever I get my gaming setup good and ready. But I still want to have it set for like separated, like do more topic related things for the podcast channel and gaming up on Twitch, but I still want to do live streams, like early morning live streams here on YouTube. I want to keep the early morning live streams here on YouTube. So, but the thing is, I probably shouldn't do so many, not as much as I have been doing. I don't know. So anyways, hole punches are guns, toothpicks are knives, and shredders are guillotines. Fact is, someone actually dies in my game due to, oh my. They use X-Acto knife for surgery? An X-Acto knife? Oh. Is it sad that I only know what an X-Acto knife is because of the Lego movie? I don't know if that's sad or what. I think it's sad. Do I need to adjust my character? I'm always messing around with my guy here. Yeah, sorry. Let me sit up here for a second. Alright. Did I move the chat? What is wrong with me? Oh no, it's fine. I guess that's good. I actually have one, huh? I technically have one too, yes. This is why I'm looking forward to implementing cameras, like a face cam and a live stream, because I'm always messing around with my stupid little guy here. I say little. This is like a full-grown man with a TV head on him. That's me, baby. Well, technically, it's not Nate. That is confused as always. I'm simply speaking through his TV head and using his body. That's really dark now that I think about it. Isn't that kind of messed up? Now that I'm thinking about it. You mean toothpick? Wait, what? It would, yeah, it would be kind of, not a knife, toothpick? Why do you have one of those at school? Well, I mean, I guess I understand. There's, I mean, I would well, technically, maybe it's because, I don't know. Toothpick is superior. Superior to an X-Acto knife? I was not paying attention. What is happening? It's a college class. Ah. I can't. I just gotta adjust my guy again. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm just, this is why I would much rather use a face cam. And I mean, I like using my little guy here, but I like using toothpick is what. Hey, no spamming in chat. No spamming in chat. That's a rule. No spamming. Technically, I should do a better job at enforcing rules. Technically speaking, I should probably put the rules in my description instead of not having them. I think that's one of the main things that I'm learning from my experiences is streaming, because I haven't been doing that. So that is the wrong. What is happening? Why did I click that button? Okay, anyways. Wait, what? I could be no spamming, please, no spamming. I could be a YouTube moderator if you want. I want, there are no rules yet. Technically there is. I just didn't put them in the description. So to explain the whole thing why I don't have like moderators yet or anything is because it would need to come from, it would mainly come from the people who I really trust to be moderators, because right now, Mega Fun Guy, a friend of mine who you guys saw in the chat, I made him a moderator because I've known him for years and I trust him, so I made him a moderator. So it would have to come from people, not necessarily people who I wouldn't need to know a person for years to trust them, but I would need to see proof that I could trust you being a moderator to not abuse your power. So it does come with trust. So I don't have like a test or anything set up to sort of test like I don't know, test moderators or something. I don't know. I don't have that. I don't have anything set up yet. But I must. No spamming, dude. No spamming. I may be the only person with actual moderator access now because, you know, I am the man. What? My sick brain is talking. What is happening? Man, you can trust me. Record YouTube made me a moderator because I bought it with his own currency like 2 years ago, and I'm still moderating on his channel. Oh. It's nice that you have that. Personally, I would like to hear it from the person. See, this is something I could actually talk about. This is actually something that I could talk about. I don't remember if I brought this up in like a previous live stream. If I did, then I'm just going to be talking in circles. If I didn't, here we go. I must make it known that toothpicks are superior. Okay, you want to make... Okay, hold on. Hold on, I got you, Donk the Duck. Hold on. I have an idea to help you. I am going to do this for you. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you saw that on LiveStream. I'm stupid. Well, anyways, there you go. I have pinned your comment. There you go. I know how to test. Make someone mod for a few streams. If they do good, then they stay. If they do bad, then no. Yes. There you go. I did this for you, Donk. I did this for you. Now everyone will know toothpicks are superior. There you go. So yeah, I want to talk about this for a little bit, and this does tie in with the moderator thing. So something like a lot of people, like smaller creators, and I should know because I've been in this situation before, where you want to reach out to a larger creator, but they don't respond personally. I'm happy with that exchange, because I did reach out to men on the internet, Cam Steady, and I think another creator, and they didn't respond to me. And well, they didn't respond to me specifically whenever I had made requests for a collab for other things, because I had talked to him a little bit about, is it okay to react to his stuff and everything. He said, yeah, it's okay as long as you give me cred and everything. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I can do that, no problem. So I think I'm understanding it a lot better than I did whenever I first had started doing those things. I could have Me Games Live, formerly known as, of course, contact you, and he can vouch for me. Yeah, I would appreciate that, because I would like to hear it from the person who, you know, got you into it. You probably don't know this, but I know Justice. Justice is an old friend. He gave me a what? I don't trust. Hold on. I want to more talk about what I was saying. Donald the Dog, yes, because spamming is justice. I wouldn't say that. I don't know if you're being sarcastic, but so I think people see collabing, like I see collabing a little bit differently. I think people see collabing as this like once in a lifetime or like a probable thing where it's like you reach out, if they say yes, hooray, if they don't, oh well. I see it more as like how you would take a job, especially since if a lot of people go on, like a lot of these creators who you're reaching out of are on YouTube as a career, then I feel like it would very much be like in this aspect of a job interview, because that's how I see collabs. So creators, like I'm gonna take Man on the Internet as an example because I think most of my audience knows who Man on the Internet is. So say for example, if I were to reach out to Alex from Man on the Internet, and say, hey, wanna work together on this video? I don't know if this is what he would do, but this, in my mind, this is how I'm imagining things going down. Again, I don't know if this is 100% accurate, and it's not like they're here to dispute if they did or did not do this. If they did, I would like to hear if they did or didn't, because this is the way that I feel like it works, or think it works, where creators, it's not just a thing where it's like they say no because, I don't know, they hate you or something. They say no because they probably had looked at some of the things that you worked on. Like, it's similar to a job interview. Like, they go over the things that you worked on, videos you've made, and see whether or not, if you're, you know, skilled in this department that they're asking to collab in. Because in the end, you wouldn't want it to be a waste of time. I mean, I feel like that's an important thing, especially if YouTube is your job. You wouldn't want to be wasting time like that, like collabing with other creators that doesn't gain you anything. Like, it's a sad way of looking at it that way, but I feel like, I mean, if you're on YouTube as a career, then yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You wouldn't want to collab with someone that doesn't really, you know, benefit one way or the other. That's why I feel very sad for a lot of smaller creators, because I feel like it's very hard for smaller creators to get in touch with bigger creators for collabing, because it's like, regardless if they're skilled or not, because I do know there are a few creators who I've seen collab with some big creators that they saw like the younger talent, which I'm really happy with, because my biggest pet peeve is people not getting recognized for their skills or talent. And I've seen, I think it was on Cam Steady, what was it, Love, I forgot his name, but he had like not a lot of subscribers. I don't know if he had a Spotify or anything, but he was on Sonic Cypher, I believe, and he didn't have like I looked him up after the cipher and I was like, oh, he actually doesn't have a lot of subscribers or anything. That's amazing. I'm glad that he got, like, I love seeing creators getting in touch with each other, especially creators who are very skilled but they don't have like a big following or you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, and they're able to work with bigger creators because they deserve it, especially if they do deserve it. Like, that's what I just love that so much. That's probably one of the reasons why, even though that I sort of went on this really weird phase of like requesting for collabs, and now to a place of my channel's career where it's like I still technically want to collab with someone, but I'm sort of glad that I'm keeping every creator away from me in a way, because it comes to a point of, what are you guys talking about? Spam just, I don't trust what you guys are saying. Say what? He'll respond on time while we wait. Might as well mention that MC in my game actually had a dark past before coming. I'm so sorry that I'm not talking to you, chat. I'm just really involved with this thing that I'm talking about. So anyways, the point is, it's like a job interview. They would see the content that you've worked on, and it's really sad to see it. Like, a lot of creators, I feel like I have talked about this point before, it's sad to know that a lot of creators who are really talented and everything, who wanted to work with larger creators, and the larger creators like completely ignores them without looking into their content or the things that they do, seeing that they have like amazing talent in this thing that they want to collab with, and that they probably could work together to create something amazing, but they just ignore them because they only have like 200 subscribers, so how good could they possibly be? It's sad that that is first impression very heavy, because there's a lot of creators that the blah 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 blah. There's a lot of creators out there that would purely go off of first impression, seeing like only 100 subscribers, only like, I think if it was like a person who's like in the millions of subscribers, or like close to, I don't know, 700,000 or something, I don't know, I'm just putting numbers off the top of my head, would look at someone who's like under, I don't know, 50,000 subscribers and being like, yeah, that's really sad. I don't think I want to collab with someone with only like 500. Like, it's sad to think that there are creators out there who act like that. But I love seeing creators like Cam Steady reaching out to these younger these, what is that? I don't know if you guys can hear that outside. What is happening? By the way, I don't actually believe that, just a joke. I'm so sorry. It's not, I'm not paying attention to chat. I just want to wrap up what I'm talking about. Also, I lost my train of thought, so I'm going to go over this again. Not completely, though. So, the point is, this is very, I see collabing like a job. The person who you're requesting to collab with, I feel like they would have had to seen your stuff to agree with you in that instant, or they would wait to respond to look at the things that you've worked on and things like that. So it's, to me, I see it as a job interview, and for people who are in the lower spectrum of subscribers, of like under 5,000 subscribers or something like that, that they don't get seen a lot, or I mean recognized a lot by higher creators who would do a possible collab. So it's I love seeing creators like Cam Steady reaching out to some of these lower subscribers, blah 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 blah, my brain is all over the place, reaching out to these younger creators and giving them like a chance of working on collab and everything. I love seeing that stuff. And you missed the train of thought again. I told you early days before. I know, man. I know. Always main character is killed before. I love this. There's like a half conversation going in chat where it's like you guys are responding to me while at the same time talking to each other. This is exactly how I feel like being in a Discord call with like more than one other person, because I feel like I'm just sitting here in the center. I mean, I feel like that would be, because I'm not a big talker. It's funny, I'm not a big talker, but you hear me talk all the time on my channel. That's because I'm not surrounded by other people who I can actually see face to face. That's another sad way of looking at it, but It is easier to record or live stream in my room where I can't actually see the people because I am a little bit socially awkward. So even whenever I'm like with another person who isn't family or a good friend that I know, it usually ends up being me not talking a lot. Mainly because I am socially awkward and I don't know how to start a conversation. So that's another thing. Can I just talk about that for a second? That's another thing. Like it's a different. I don't know if I talked about this before in a live stream either. I feel like this aspect is also sort of, well, it depends on the situation, because if you're part of Discord and everything and you hang out, I think it's fair to say that you become friends at that point. If you're like what we're doing right now, talking in chat, or like, I don't know, being a part of Discord or communicating through, I don't know, Twitter or something, I think it's safe to say that you become acquaintances to friends. I'm sorry, I'm not, I haven't started up yet. I've seen creators talk about like them not interacting with like the comments or anything. I understand it, because from some points it's because like they don't care about seeing the opinions of some random people online. I think for the creator perspective, it comes to a point of like, I don't want the opinions of the comments, or like if I'm live streaming, the opinions of people in chat to shape the way that I want to make my content, which is, I mean, fair enough, because you make whatever content that you want to as a creator, because you have all the creative control. I feel like as a viewer, it's a little bit different, because technically, even though, you know, I am a content creator, I still view other content. Like what we just saw right here in this video right here. It started again. I didn't want it to start again. I feel like for viewers, you don't really understand that I consider all you guys a fun little friend, huh? I broke a rule in the image sharing. Go see it now. I don't trust. Hold on. Okay, that's a good one. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Spam. That's funny. So, what was it? So I would consider you guys, you know, acquaintances, friends. I talk to you guys, chat. I love you guys. And I talk to you guys a little bit on Discord. But I feel like that for the viewers out there who don't understand it, like, just because you watch someone for years and commented on their videos doesn't make you and the creator who you watch like best friends. Again, it's a completely different thing if we're doing like what we're doing right now. I'm talking to you guys in chat, while at the same time I can talk to you guys in Discord. So that relationship is different. To viewer to creator, that interaction is a lot different than this other thing. So for this other thing with like, you don't have that interaction with your audience, like you don't speak to them, like if you don't have a Discord or Twitter or anything and you don't talk to, like, again, that interaction is completely different. But if you're, as a viewer, you don't really understand that. If you just have the interaction with the creator, like comments to creator, I look at every single comment that's ever been posted. So if you think I haven't seen your comments, I have. I look at all the comments. So if you think so, for you don't realize as a viewer, like, just the comments and letting your creator see what your opinion was, or just, you know, doing whatever in the comments and then the creator sees it. I don't think they understand that. As a viewer, you don't understand that that doesn't make you, because I feel like a lot of people who, even, it's sad to say this, but even a few reaction channels being like I react to this person, but it doesn't fully mean that you become friends. I mean, think about it this way. Like, yeah, you watch this person, but again, using men on the internet as an example, Alex. I love Alex. He's an awesome vocalist. He does great with lyrics. And he's an awesome voice actor. I feel like I'm sorry, my brain is going all over the place. But even though, like, I reacted to one of his videos, we did react to one of his videos here on stream, like, and, like, I could comment on his videos and I could say, I love you, man, but that doesn't mean that Alex and I are friends. That doesn't mean me or anyone on the cast of Man on the Internet are friends. Like, just because we have that comment interaction, or even DMing over on Twitter, I say that because that's happened before, where we talk a little bit over on Twitter, that doesn't make us friends. That just means we had a conversation. like it's I'm trying to wrap my, because I don't have like a collect all my thoughts collected on this matter. It's I'm losing my train of thought. I'm trying to keep it so I can wrap up what I'm trying to say about this. I'm sick and it's early in the morning. These are two combination of things that are probably not a good thing for my sick brain. Also, I'll run on really quick, make sure that everything's going good in the stream. I'm gonna bring it up here really quick. Also, yeah, everything's good, everything's good. So I might just start over purely for the sake of it might help my brain if I start over, so I'm sorry if we end up going in circles, guys. So, I could talk to Alex, like DM him over on Twitter, or even talk to him like in Discord or something. But that doesn't make us friends. That just means that we had a conversation. I feel like in the way of getting to know, like being friends with like another creator, viewer to creator, I mean, plus, I mean, for Alex, it probably wouldn't. I mean, for men on the internet in general, I don't think that it's a good idea to use him as an example, purely for the reason of, uh, their Twitter, on the men on the internet Twitter, they do every once in a while they post this thing like, why is this happening, or not why is this happening, they're like, this needs to stop, or something like that, where they're showing their DMs, because you can like, their DMs aren't private, you can DM them over on Twitter, but they're constantly getting spammed on Twitter, like, hey, why aren't you talking to me, hey, like, they're constantly getting spammed in their DMs. And he specifically has in his rules over on Twitter that don't just DM him just to say hi or anything. Like, if you have questions about like sort of like using me as an example, like he says that in like his Twitters, like, if you want to use my lyrics or anything, it's fine, just make sure you give proper credit to everyone who made this stuff, and if you want to react to my stuff, it's perfectly fine, just give me credit. So I didn't, at first I didn't actually see that on his Twitter, so that's why I had DM'd him in the first place, asking, hey, is it okay if I like react or use your it wasn't reaction the first time, it was because whenever I looked, I said, oh, I could react to his stuff, but the first time it was using his lyrics. I didn't fully understand, so I DM'd him about it, saying, is it okay to like use, like, if I use your lyrics, do I have to like tag you on Twitter or something, like, to show? He said, no, just make sure you give proper credit to everyone who who was involved making whatever. It's like, okay. So we had that interaction, but that interaction between us does not make us friends. It just means that we had a simple back and forth conversation. I'm going in circles, I know I have. So anyways, you caught up with the train. No swearing in chat. Either take it out of chat or I will delete it for myself. If there's one rule that I will enforce, it is no swearing. This is PG, this is family friendly channel. We have no swearing in this channel. This is the wrong button. What am I doing? I'm messing with stuff that I shouldn't be messing with. I'm all over OBS settings and stuff. I don't know why I'm messing with any of this. What was the... I think that's about it for what I wanted to... It wasn't... I could probably make a more collective thought about what I'm trying to talk about later. But the main point of what I'm trying to... Well, that was just... Well, whatever. I'm going crazy. I'm sorry, Donk the Duck, but that's the rules. This is family-friendly channel. I don't accept swearing in comments, nor do I accept swearing in live streams. That is one rule that I probably enforce myself very heavily. Sometimes I don't pay attention to chat, so I don't catch it all the time. This is where moderators would be very helpful. And even though, like, I understand that, like, now we're coming to, like, a personal aspect. Like, as a viewer to men on the internet, I know that doing reactions and everything to his stuff, it doesn't make us closer as friends. It just means that I reacted to his stuff, and he may or may not see it, I don't know. But that doesn't make us friends. Like, think about it. Like, this is another aspect that I forgot to talk about. As a viewer, you don't realize that, yeah, like, you may watch this person for years, but just because you watch them for years doesn't mean that they're any less of a stranger to you. Yeah, you may know some facts about them if they give the facts, but other than that, you're still strangers because you haven't actually talked to them, like, face to face. So I could, again, using men on the internet as an example, I could, like, talk to, I don't know, Alex, or, I don't know, someone from the Man on the Internet group, and, like, react to their stuff. That doesn't make us closer as friends. I'm sorry, I'm talking in circles. I should probably stop talking about it because I'm just gonna be talking about it in circles like crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna move on to something else. That's the rule. Them's the rules. Yep, yep, yep. They were saying, yeah, I broke the rule in image sharing. What is happening in image sharing? What are you doing, Jam? Oh, the curse. Okay, okay. You got the jokes today, my friend. Wait, is that an acronym for a curse? If that is said acronym, I do not accept the acronyms either. Is streaming actually... Hold on. It's actually a lot smoother than... I don't think I've had a single instance where YouTube Studios was saying, hey, this is terrible, because usually YouTube Studios are like, you don't have enough resolution, or you don't whatever, whatever, whatever. This is the first time. Technically not the first time. Technically it would be the first time, actually. Mic muted. I don't have... I'm gonna take... No. Go, 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 go. Do you wanna... No. I wanna get rid of just this. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. I wanna take this off of this screen because I don't know if I am gonna do it. I mean, this is just a live stream of me wanting to do a live stream because I'm sick, so what else am I gonna do with my time? I guess I could do a spoiler. I don't know. Like, again, what else am I gonna... Oopsies, the chat went away. I am so sorry. Hold on. I'm trying to pull something up and I need that to be away for a second. Okay. Are you guys back? There you are. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, say hello to Logo O. That was a lot bigger than I thought it was. Hold on. That's not the button. Whatever. I guess it's gonna stay like this. This is, as you can see, as the title said, what about it? This is in relation to the new content that I'm trying out, that I'm working on, dipping my feet into. Live stream just to announce an upcoming live stream. No, not another live stream, just specifically the different content that I'm trying out. I'm not gonna spoil exactly what the content is, but that logo shows you, that's the logo I was working on yesterday. To the new content that I'm going to be dipping my feet into, trying out a little bit. I don't know if you can tell what it's going to be with just from that logo, but, well, there you go. I'm debating whether or not I want to attempt to pull another video to react to into... If I do, then I will put the link to the people who I react to in the description of this live stream, just to have that. That is the wrong button. What is happening? Oh, there it is. I put it away too. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. This is where double monitors would come in so handy. What happened to my double monitors? Okay. Weird people are typing. Hey, that isn't weird. That's a basic saying. Dipping your feet into. That's a basic saying. I think you're weird for bringing it up, my man. I'm I'm surprised the streaming hasn't crashed. I'm honestly surprised. You guys can't see it. Again, this is where double monitors would come in so handy. Which one do I want to do? Sorry, I'm just skimming, huh? Weird people are typing. Yeah, they're in the live chat. Nina's confused. I'm trying to find... Well, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be one that I haven't seen, because I've seen almost all of these videos. So I guess I could just pull in something that's, bath water, those people. That is all kinds of disgusting. Simultaneously disgust me and yourself. That is disgusting. No. That's not the button I wanted to press. Anyways, I smell pennies. What kind of a meme did that originate from? A lot of memes just originate from someone doing something random with no rhyme or reason behind it. I guess I'll do this one. I mean, again, I guess I don't technically have to just purely go off of the ones that I've seen myself. I mean, that I haven't seen yet. I could do the ones that I have seen. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Okay, YouTube Studio still isn't. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised. Anyways. Sorry guys, I'm getting this set up. Give me a second. I'm not looking at chat either. I'm trying to I believe it was this one. Give me a second while I'm getting this set up, guys. Sorry. Okay, I do this, this, and this. Okay, I think this is where Studio might crash. I smell toilet paper. That would be a very 2020 thing. That would very much be a 2020 thing. I feel like, there hasn't actually been a lot of, well, at least maybe it's just specifically from the ones that I haven't seen. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to move things. This is really annoying. Why did I do it like this? Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay. I'm getting things set up. I've never done this before, just on the fly. Apparently, I'm still doing fine on YouTube Studios. So, I'm just trying to make sure nothing crashes because I'm doing stuff that I never had to do before on a live stream. Don't crash, don't crash. Okay, okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. 2020, beating toilet paper in a casino. That would be something. Okay, we're gonna go back over here. This is gonna take up the whole screen. Be aware. Okay, let me get this set up here again. I mean, guys, what did you expect from this live stream? I mean, I'm sick, and I guess the only way to sort of... Okay, I didn't realize I have to adjust this all the time. I didn't realize I had to do that. There's so many things for settings that I've never messed with before, like the audio settings. Okay, I have to tweak. So which one is this one coming from? This one. Give me a second, guys, while I change some stuff. So if I do... That's fine, that's fine. Wait, it is both in... Okay. That. So what is this one from? Mario. Okay. That's what it is. So if I've done this right, I will adjust the audio. 21 being YouTube's success. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I wouldn't necessarily say that, Duck, because I mean, 2021 is some kind of a year. I want to check to make sure the audio is good. I am so sorry. That was a lot louder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, there we go. I am so sorry for everyone listening. That was so loud. I did not mean for that to be. I did not mean for that to happen. Okay, since... Okay, stop. Okay, since apparently we are doing... I said if we do 2 or end up doing 2 and more, then I'll link in the description whoever it was that I was going to react to. So after this, I'll link Man on the Internet's channel in the description, so you guys can go check him out if you've never, which I always say that, which is really funny, but I'm pretty sure most people, based on like how the algorithm works, I'm pretty sure people who see Man on the Internet find my channel through the algorithm giving like, hey, look at this guy who also does the same thing, you should check him out. I'm pretty sure. Me and my friend bet on a different thing for 2020. We had the thing for the first 3 months as free spots on a bingo card. On a bingo card, okay. A bingo card was not what I was expecting.
Great Dark Hurricane!
Again, chat,
Seriously,
just let me...
perfect backdrop for an awesome final battle!
Again, chat, just let me know if I need to, adjust the volume. If it needs to be higher or lower, just let me know.
You really split the details. Listen up! You're saying
I'll turn it down just a little bit.
Not today! This kingdom is all mine! So
I won despite having Moonhack on my... Oh my god. Okay. I said Moonhack, that's Moonhack. This is probably one of my favorites that they've ever worked on, because the harmony of like everyone coming together to sing is amazing. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and I do agree that I would like to see Fawful. Let me find the big guy right here. I would love to see them had added Fawful's lyrics, lyrics for Fawful, just because he was a part of this too. I mean, why wouldn't he add lyrics? That's probably the only thing that I'm kind of sad about that they didn't add, but other than that, this is a very well done, and I love this one that they had put together so much. So, anyways, let's get back to this. I will adjust chat. That is not how that works. Here we go, this is what I wanted. So actually, hold on. So whenever you requested that, I looked at one of his videos. So I'm gonna explain this right now, so just in case I forget later. I've seen his stuff, and I've seen whenever you request. I've never seen him before, so I looked at one of his videos. I think it's really good. The only problem is I notice is that he uses still images. I don't think that's gonna make for a very good reaction. Personally, I wouldn't want to post any reactions that didn't have something that's not that engaging, and I don't find that to be very engaging. So with that being the case, instead of reacting to his stuff, I'm planning on doing more of a review of his channel instead of reacting to his stuff. I'm sorry that that has to be the case, but because of the way that he does his content, this is just how things have to be. That's not to say that I don't like his stuff. I really like how he does his lyrics and how he does his remixes. Just react to the audios. I mean, yeah, that's basically what it is. I mean, personally, I don't mind just reacting to the audios, but I don't think for the viewer perspective that's going to be very... You would have to be a fan of podcasts if that were the case, because for podcasts, you only really need the audio, and that's basically his channel. Again, that's not to say that I don't like his stuff. He does an amazing job with his content, but it's going to take me maybe probably even another month to get that, to get the review of his channel out, just because I'm working on a bunch of other stuff already, so it'll take me a little bit of time to get there to review his channel, but until that time comes, we're gonna hold off on things on his channel for just now. Also, thank you for directing me to him. He does really great stuff, lyrics, music, and everything. I haven't seen the Killer Queen yet, mainly because I'm not trying to get any spoilers for Deltarune because I still intend on playing the game myself. So, Blackest Light, Darkest Star, um, are typing.
My style
That's a good one, Donk the Duck.
shine, starlight and powers align in the final fight. Inside the hearts of man, I see the darkness beckoning. Deal with the power bodies on your reckoning. Well, looky here, it's
Maybe
even
I should
had a
switch
little
things up.
speech
Hold on.
prepared. You're done with monologues, because it's my turn. You should be scared.
Okay, really quick. Before we move on, I want to quickly try something. No, that looks terrible. Already that looks terrible. I don't want to do that. Sorry. I just wanted to see how it would look.
Took my style. Well, I'm impressed. I guess copycats
No problem.
want to copy the best. But I got no patience for
Okay.
imposters trying to take.
I'm sorry. Alex, I love you, man, but that was terrible. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but that sounded absolutely, I mean, playing as a raspy Bowser with, if you've ever heard Alex's voice, he does a good raspy voices, but singing as a raspy voice through personal experience, that is not an easy thing. So hearing him, like, it's a good song, but just that there's a few parts that he sings as Bowser that's like, whoa. Yeah, that was a really bad note that he had. Like, to me, I hear, like,
It's my turn. You should be scared.
I love you, Alex, but I'm gonna go over this part again where he sort of went a little bit too much with his note. Hold on.
Impressed. I guess copycats want to copy the best. But I got no patience for imposters.
I'm sorry. I want to listen to that one more time. It's. I thought you said dia instead of duya. I don't remember what I said. Just. Okay, so I'm going to. Let's see.
I guess copycats want to copy.
Chaos King. Yes, I did listen to it. I don't want to give all my opinions on his content just yet because I want to save that for whenever I make the review video of his channel, and you're just going to hear me say basically the same thing here as you would there. So I'm just going to wait until the review comes out for you to, be surprised of what I say, my opinions on it. Yes. Okay, I know I'm going back to this part. I just can't I'm sorry, Alex. I'll give you a break after this. It's just listening to this note. It's
My style. Well, I'm impressed. I guess
this one.
copycats want to
No, this one. I'm sorry, this one.
copy the best. But I got.
Like he's trying to match that pitch whenever the music goes just a little bit up. He's trying to match that. I think that was a bad idea because it sounds a lot worse than I think because I think whenever you're listening to the whole song, you don't really give a second thought about some of those notes that he sings as Bowser. But to me, all I can hear is like it's I can't stop hearing it. It's really bad. I don't know. Maybe to other people it sounds good, but to me it sounds really bad.
No patience for
Okay,
imposters
he's
trying to
spelled
take
by
the
Radix?
throne. I am
Interesting.
the Koopa King. You dare defy, I break your bones. I have conquered galaxies. Now I've stepped on a sea. If a shadow can bleed, Koopa King will strike you down. I'll put you back in the ground. Learn why I wear the crown. And in the final hour of fading light, no one can challenge my might. Not while the fire burns bright.
See right there, he did a much better job at hitting that high note than he had before. I think maybe it's because he was sort of starting off. It is really, it's a little difficult getting into the voice of a character just starting out. I mean, he had those talking lines at the beginning, which I'm sure helped him get into the voice. But I think because he was sort of just starting out with his singing, that he had just a little bit of a hard time reaching that high note. He did a much better time job the second time reaching that high note right here on this part than he did over here he didn't do too good job, but over here he reached the high note perfectly. The first time he didn't do too well of a job. But anyways.
In the final hour of fading light, no one can challenge my might. Not while the fire burns bright. And in the final hour, my
I'm sick, so my singing sounds terrible.
Starlight and powers mine. In the final fight. What's wrong there, critter? Are you just a little parasite? Hope you don't mind it. Fighting tends to build an appetite.
And here we go.
Look at the clock. Hey, this is not a chance, Mario. Let's finish up this star. You ready, bro? Let's go.
Okay, I have to give big prompts to Kyle here, Kyle and Juno. You guys, because I didn't know how I was gonna feel about because it was both of them singing, so I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Like, and at the beginning, it kind of, well, here, I'll let you guys hear it for yourself. So just for at the beginning there, I don't know if you could hear it. I think it was Juno, was it? Hold on.
Are you ready, bro? Let's go.
I want to hear it again to sort of analyze it. Was it Juno? No, I actually think it was Kyle, but anyways, right here at this point, you can, one of their audios is just a bit louder than the other. I think it was because of how they exaggerated their voice. Is one of their audio ended up being a little bit higher than the other, which sort of threw off, kind of threw off the vocals just a little bit, but it only took them like not even half a second for them to get back into the groove and it sounding better. But just that first part at the beginning, again, without like getting into the voices before, it is kind of hard getting into those first few notes whenever you're singing. But anyways, getting back into it.
Are you ready, bro? Let's go. In this journey we've come far, and now here we are. Now you're seeing superstars.
Okay, one more time, I gotta give props to Kyle and Juno for this part, because their Mario voice and Luigi voice, they work so well together as a duet. They did an amazing job with this. Okay, sorry, I just had to say that. It's just, I love the Mario and Luigi part of this just so much. They did such an amazing job.
You're still in there, Buffalo. You still made one mistake, thinking that we could never find a way.
Also, I have to give a big appreciation. I just don't like how I think they flipped it by accident. I don't know. But for the audio, it's like Mario and Luigi's voice are on one side and the other. I don't know if that was because of this scene right here where Mario's on one side, Luigi's on the other. So they cut out their audio to make it sound like they're on one side. Like Luigi's on the right, Mario's on the left. I think they may have swapped it because Luigi is over here, Mario is over here. Oh yeah, you can't see what I'm I'm over here pointing at it like you guys can see. So Luigi's on the left, Mario's on the right. Their audio is opposite of that. I think they may have messed up a little bit if that's what they wanted to go for. But anyways.
Superstars. If you're still in there, Buffalo, you still made one mistake, thinking that we could never find a way to save it again. We will hold our hammers high, watch a star fall as we soar through the sky. We will rise, brothers hand in hand. We will never crawl, and here we stand. And in the final hour of fading light, dreams of peace taking flight, pushing back the night. And in the final hour, our star will shine. Starlight and the powers align. In the
Sorry, I'm adjusting audio, guys.
Inside the heart of man, I see your darkness.
And this is where it all comes together. This last part where they all come and sing at once, it's amazing.
You are a fool to try and stand against the Koopa King.
The 7 kingdoms fight forever.
Also, once again, I just gotta give really big props to Alex. He voiced both. I mean, it makes sense that he voiced both Bowser and Dark Bowser because, you know, same person, whatever, whatever. But it's the fact that he didn't just do one same voice for one of them. Like, if he wanted to, he could have just did Bowser's voice for Dark Bowser as well, since they were the same person. But I appreciate the change in voices because, well, number one, I guess it does make sense because it's like, well, Dark Bowser. But I appreciate the change of voice from Alex. He did a great job.
Everyone and everything. The finale approaches now. A victory will sing. In their journey, we
Once again, an amazing duet.
now here we are. Now you see superstars.
Inside the bottom bed, I see the darkest beckoning. You deal with the battle bodies and your reckoning. Dreams in darkness crash.
This is a really good part too.
Burn. Now it's time you learn. Now it's my turn.
That part where he tried to hit that high note, he sort of got there in the end. I don't know. It's like in the middle of hitting that high note, he sort of messed up, then got it back to, I don't know, like, can you hear it?
Crash and burn. Now it's time you learn. Now it's my
Right here when he says turn. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like he sort of messed up just a little, like in the middle of that. Like whenever he's saying turn, it's sort of like he goes down and then hits up, but whenever he goes to the up, like just when he does, he sort of messes up, then gets back to, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that's what I hear whenever I listen to that.
You learn. Now it's my turn.
Eyes and the star will hold. We will bring the light back to all.
It sounds so good.
And in the final hour of fading light, stand tall against the night, while our hopes burn bright. And in the final hour our star will shine. Starlight empowers the line. In the final fight.
Okay, so it's coming to an end. I want to talk about this last part. So with this last part, they all come in and they all sing at once. So Mario and Luigi's audio, they had theirs set up on the left, and then they had Bowser and Dark Bowser's up on the right. I feel like maybe they should have, I don't know, like I think it was a good idea. Because if you had them like mixed and matched, I don't think you would have had the same clear audio. But because Bowser and Dark Bowser's is overlaid, and Dark Bowser has that effect, that audio effect on him, and that's overlaid with Bowser, it sort of gives kind of an unpleasant, like,
Starlight empowers the line. In the final fight.
so they have Mario and Luigi's voice a little bit higher, and you can not hear Dark Bowser clearly. And I think for a fair reason, because whenever I listen to Bowser and Dark Bowser's voice being overlaid, while Dark Bowser has his that audio effect over him, it sounds kind of bad to me. But that's the end of that. Also, I had no idea I was streaming for 2 hours. I didn't honestly mean to go for this long, but anyways, I think that's gonna be it because I want to take another nap because I haven't been sleeping good because of being sick. I've been waking up a little bit too early, so I want to take a nap before I get ready for the day. So I think this is gonna be where we wrap up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I think I will say goodbye now and go to sleep. I will try to keep you guys updated best I can with the new content that's coming out. It's gonna take a little while to get it out, but I'll keep you guys posted. So later everyone, I'll see you next time.